Tonight, there are things happening in our country and around the globe that you need to know about. But I'm going to bet that you haven't heard a single one mentioned in the mainstream media.
Before you start your preaching, let me ask you this, my friend. Have you forgotten?
Governor of Texas, George W. Bush, was only too happy to make phone calls for Ken Lay.
This absolutely has no precedent. This is by far and away the most important major relationship of a presidential family with a single corporation in American history.
When Rich Kinder, one of Enron's executives, left the company, Lay arranged for a video Valentine.
Rich, I've been asked to think of one thing I could say to you on your departure from Enron, and it'd be this. Don't leave Texas.
Well, Rich, you have been fantastic to the Bush family. I don't think anybody did more than you did to support George. And, of course, at this stage in my life, and Barbara's too, that's what really matters, your family and your friends.
Early on, George Bush Sr. helped secure billions in government subsidies for Enron International.
I've been saying for a while now, I mean, I'm just like you. For a long time, I went, how did we possibly get here?
Have you forgotten?
First, the single greatest barrier to first-time home ownership is a high down payment. It is really hard for many, many low-income families to make the high down payment. And so that's why I've proposed and urged Congress to fully fund the American Dream Down Payment Fund.
Have you forgotten?
First of all, government-sponsored corporations that help create our mortgage system. I introduced two of the leaders here today. They call those people Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, as well as the federal home loan banks, will increase their commitment to minority markets by more than $440 billion.
Before you start your preaching, let me ask you this, my friend. Have you forgotten?
Right? And you get some bailout money or mail check in the mail. Yeah. Yeah, right after the car people get theirs, you're getting yours, right? Yeah.
Before you start your preaching, let me ask you this, my friend. Have you forgotten?
U.S. auto executives say that their companies are nearing collapse, and that the only way they can buy time to restructure is with help from the federal government. It's a difficult situation that involves fundamental questions about the proper role of government. On the one hand, government has a responsibility not to undermine the private enterprise system. On the other hand, government has a responsibility to safeguard the broader health and stability of our economy. Addressing the challenges in the auto industry requires us to balance these two responsibilities. If we were to allow the free market to take its course now, it would almost certainly lead to disorderly bankruptcy.
Before you start your preaching, let me ask you this, my friend.